Hello, I'm Chris Cummings, and I am the CEO of Petra Technologies, and we provide rock-solid IT every day. And today I'm going to talk about IoT. IoT stands for the Internet of Things. Hey, I don't make this stuff up, but it is a real term, and it includes things like thermostats, security systems, door locks, certain kind of locks, refrigerators, and home cameras. Setting up these things is more important than you may think, actually. Nobody at home will actually be trying to get on these things maliciously at home, but sometimes there is some smart devices that are in your pocket that can actually be the catalyst to get into those things. And so those smart devices potentially could even be carrying the infection. And that's what is a little bit out of mind, out of sight. And so that is the reason why having some security on these devices is also still truly important, even if you have it in a home network. So the smart devices can actually be used to search throughout the network and actually perform the hack that gets into the device and may even reprogram to phone home to another location other than your app. And so I got a couple of tips on what you might want to do with that. Number one is to be sure that the configurations and the device actions are secure. And what does that mean? You might probably have a password to get in or log in and configure the system. And generally the default password is unfortunately where most people leave the password once they plug it in. And you really need to change that. And the other thing is that the passwords really ought to be complex. And there was an earlier video that I talked about how to deal with complex passwords, and I would really encourage you to take a look at that. So the guests also should be kept on their own network, and you don't want people coming over from outside your house and getting into the same network that has all these devices on it, because they too, when they come in with their smart device, it might be searching around and it's trying to hack into those devices too. So if you can limit the exposure, you're even better off as well. And so then you can leave just the private network just for your family members that might need to get to the printer or something like that on the network that actually belong there. So also lastly is to keep checking and applying the updates for those IoT devices. And if you're keeping on top of that stuff, then when the new updates come out, you can be sure to get those on there so that if there is some kind of exploit or something like that that they found, then you're getting that fix put into the system. Although the manufacturer may not directly say it, they're going to say, hey, there's these new features. I can just about guarantee that there's a bug fix under the hood too that they're also pushing out with that. And that also protects them, but you also need to do the update to protect yourself. So that's what I got for today. If there's any other comments that you have, drop me a line and let me know. Thanks.